But 8% of the people choose yoga as their path to madness. In a way, yoga is much more than nuclear science when it comes to you as an individual person. If it's mishandled, it can also destroy a human being. It's a crime. Like never before, distortions are also happening to yoga. Serious distortions, most ridiculous distortions are happening. So at a time like this, going out in the world and offering, mark my words, I'm saying offering. Offering classical hatha yoga is a very significant and an important thing to do, because the populations on the planet are showing interest, but to provide the genuine thing is a tremendous responsibility. Well, as there are many forms of yoga, there is also one form of yoga called book yoga. That is, people want to learn yoga through books. Yoga is not something that you teach. Yoga is something that you transmit. A book cannot do transmission. A book can give you information and inspiration. So we are writing books to inspire people to take to yoga, not to instruct people into yoga or transmit yoga through the book. Well, if you don't have any trouble in your life, even if the virus did not show interest in you, you must pick up a yoga book and try to practice yoga with a book. There are so many books wanting to teach yoga to people. Fortunately, people who buy these books, generally they flip through, they don't read through. If they read through, they don't practice. If they practice within first 3 to 5 days, they will give it up. But there are a few people who will take this up seriously and do it. There are thousands of cases or many more who have caused immense damage to themselves by doing book yoga. Because when you do yoga through the book, you won't start with the basics. Whatever is they are saying is the highest practice, that's where you start, because of course you're eligible, because you can read. In 1986, when they made a survey in the Nimhans Institute in Bangalore, Nimhans Institute is a premier neurosciences institution, or it's a mental asylum on one level, not really an asylum, a hospital more. 8% of the inpatients that year were improper yoga cases. There are thousands of ways for you to drive yourself mad. There are. If you want, I can tell you how many ways you can do it. Or maybe you yourself are an expert. But 8% of the people choose yoga as their path to madness. That's incredible. What should be an ultimate solution to your life becomes the pathway to madness. This is simply because without preparatory steps, without any transmission, just picking up odd instructions and trying to do something. Fortunately, most of them don't practice after some time. Those who take it seriously will pay a very huge price. It is… I know I will invite a lot of flack for this, but that's not new to me. So, let me say this. In a way, teaching intricate yoga or yogic processes, which are inward-directed processes, through a book is a crime. It's a crime. It is like, there are some people, some time ago it was there, now it's been removed. There are some people who have access to scientific information, and at a time just about before this, probably before 2003 or 4 at that time, there was clear instructions as to how to make a nuclear bomb on the web, on the internet. You could get everything as to how to make a nuclear bomb. Only problem was assimilating the material. But if you had access to material, every bit of information how to make a nuclear bomb was all there. Now they've removed because whatever, the security situations are such. So using knowledge in this manner is not a responsible thing, it's a crime. First of all, nuclear bomb is anyway a crime. Unfortunately, it is needed because somebody else has it, you're nervous about it, so you have it, because you have it, somebody else has it, because they have it, somebody else has it. Well, this is an unfortunate reality in the world, but putting it out on the net, how to make a nuclear bomb is definitely a crime, isn't it? In a way, yoga is much more than nuclear science when it comes to you as an individual person, because this can make something else happen within you. It can transform a human being into another possibility. If it's mishandled, it can also destroy a human being. So, when it comes to transmission, it's made in such a way, even if thousands of people are in the same hall, not everybody will receive the same thing. You can check the experiences of people, not everybody will receive the same thing, even if all of them are sitting in the same session, because that is how it is transmitted. Each according to their own, receptivity that they have. That's the way it should be. So that is the nature of transmission, subjective transmission. But putting all that in a book and thinking it's going to work, no, this book is definitely written by somebody who has no experience of any kind, because they've read something somewhere and they put it here. Anybody who has experienced the potency of what it is will never do that ever. So please, don't do book yoga. So, you must live and offer this in such an inspiring way. Anybody who sees you should want to do it this way. They must understand the reason why we are taking so much care. For future generations on this planet, it's very important that this science is preserved in its pristine form, not in some crazy ways of doing things.